Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, Neptune's Child Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. Our pick a card today is going to be advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? So we do have 3 piles for you guys to choose from today. If you do feel drawn to more than one of the piles, that is perfectly okay for today's reading. Go with whatever your intuition is guiding you towards. For pile number 1, we have the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot, and that is with this little red jasper. Advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? So that is going to be for pile 1. Pile number 2, we have the African Tarot, and that is with this yellow jasper for pile number 2. And pile number 3, we have the Tarot of the Abyss, and that is with this Jade crystal for pile number 3. Okay, advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? So pile 1 with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot with the red jasper. Pile number 2 with the African Tarot and the yellow jasper. And then pile number 3 with the Tarot of the Abyss and the Jade crystal. If you need more time to meditate on either the deck's backings that are calling you or the color of the crystals, whichever one you feel the most intuitively drawn to, pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. We are looking at advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What is it that needs your attention? So we are going to be pulling the tarot first. I'm just going to put your crystal up here. What needs your attention at this time? What should you focus on? So let's see what is coming through with the tarot. For those of you that are interested in what tarot oracle decks I'm using, I always list them down below in the description box. Okay, those of you that would like to book a private reading, my email is also in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings with me. So pile 1, we're getting advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What should pile number 1 focus on right now? Spirit guides for pile number 1. What should pile 1 focus on right now? What needs their attention? Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands is the first card coming out here. So this could potentially be about some type of choice, decision you are needing to make. Oftentimes with the 2 of Wands, this could be 2 things that we feel maybe inspired by, or perhaps choosing a direction, a path. So let's see what else is coming through. So pile 1, we have the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Okay, and I am feeling that with the Queen of Cups energy here, there is a message about you listening, following your intuition, following your heart. Okay, let's see what else. We also have the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. What should you focus on right now? Wow, we also have the Father of Cups here. Okay, so we have both the Queen and the King of Cups. What should pile number one focus on right now? What needs their attention? And we also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so yes, the Ace of Swords could potentially be an idea that you have. The Ace of Swords is about some type of breakthrough, clarity, an epiphany, a realization. So I am feeling this is tied into some type of decision, okay? Could really be about anything that you've been thinking about, maybe receiving downloads, messages from Spirit about. I'm kind of getting, because I'm noticing that there is this infinity symbol surrounding this sword here. And so we often see this in other cards within the tarot. The Magician has it over its head. The Strength card also has one. And I can't remember if there's another one in there. But essentially this is the infinity symbol. Okay, it is a connection to source, to spirit. And also in this Ace of Swords card, I'm noticing that there looks like there is like these lightning bolts that are coming down, and the card is also dark, right? Black. And then we're seeing this light, that's lightning that's striking the sword. And so to me, this is maybe that there has been something that has been unclear for you. The Ace of Swords is kind of bringing in an epiphany, a realization. And also with the infinity symbol being here, this is about infinite, I feel like. It's our connection to source, okay? So I'm also kind of seeing this in a way as, I feel like there is a creative, maybe a project, an idea, something that is inspiring you. And I feel like because we do have the Knight of Pentacles energy here, you know, your spirit guides could be wanting you to, I feel, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving energy, okay, some of you might be hesitating, procrastinating, holding back in some way from maybe making a decision or choice. And I almost feel like your spirit guides are like, go, go, do it, whatever this is. There's a need essentially for following your heart. We have both the Queen and the King of Cups here. And so I'm feeling that there really is, that your spirit guides are seeing you as a divine channel for receiving information. I feel like there's also a lot of creative energy that's been flowing to you. You know, and for those of you that may have even been feeling a little bit, say, creatively blocked, or maybe feeling like your intuition's been a little bit off here, this may also be a message for you to really focus on bringing yourself into a place of emotional balance, emotional stability, some nurturing, some self-care, self-love. I'm also noticing here that the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups, she's white, and the Father of Cups here is like a black, I don't know if this is a goose or a swan, but to me that is that balance there, okay, of your shadow and your light energy. So really it's kind of like Spirit is wanting you to bring your energy into balance. I'm also feeling there is a need for you to connect in with your intuition. There's something that you're meant to do. It could be, like I said, maybe creating something. I'm going to get a little bit more information on this. So those of you that have been kind of holding back, like feeling stuck here with the Two of Wands, maybe, you know, needing to make a decision or choice in order for you to kind of move forward, I feel like, you know, your spirit team is wanting you to move forward with confidence. And that may also be, the Knight of Pentacles is also about discipline, about organization, and about being able to plan something and then kind of stick with that plan and, make some progress here. But being that the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy, if you've already been feeling like you've been kind of slow with movement ahead, then maybe this is a chance for you to kind of flow into your choices by allowing your intuition to essentially guide you. Okay, so I do want to clarify a little bit more. I want to see why this Two of Wands is here. So let's clarify the Two of Wands. We've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries energy, and Libra. Why is the Two of Wands here for pile number 1? We have the Three of Wands. Okay. So the Three of Wands is about setting things in motion. It is about taking that first step. Some of you, may have been kind of like on pause, waiting for something, maybe for some type of clarity. And I feel like your intuition is already guiding you. Your intuition is already there. It's already leading you. So some of you, it could just be procrastination, and I feel like with the Three of Wands energy here, this is your spirit team kind of wanting you to kind of take that first step. If you haven't already, taking that first step. If you've already kind of made some type of choice regarding, your spiritual path, your career path, anything else that may be going on in your life, then the Three of Wands, if you're already at this place where you've, taken it, in this case, I feel like your message here is about you thinking, okay, what's next? What is the next step in this process, right? So let's just say that the idea that you have is that you want to start your own business, and you're thinking, okay, I'm torn between two different ideas of what type of business to start. Okay. So, and you're kind of stuck there. So your intuition is already guiding you, and spirit is kind of trying to help you to receive the breakthrough or the clarity so that you see it clearly. You know exactly what it is. You've allowed your heart and your intuition to guide you. And so that you are able to take that first step. And let's just say the first step is you look up, information starting a website. Okay, that's your first step. Now, those of you that have already taken, say, that first step of doing something, right? Now your message here is about you seeing what else. How can I grease the wheels in my favor? How can I, help this along, right? And that's kind of like that Knight of Pentacles energy, where you would get really organized, you get very focused on what your goal is, what steps you need to take in order to get there, and then not be afraid, right, of doing whatever that is. Okay, so let's see what else. Why is the Queen of Cups here? What is this Queen of Cups? We have the Three of Cups. Okay. Three of Cups. Let's see what this Knight of Pentacles energy is here. We have the Emperor. And what is this King of Cups? We have the Star. And what is this Ace of Swords here about? Ten of Swords. Yeah. I feel like with the Ten of Swords energy here, spirit guides are saying you are like so in your head, overthinking. And I feel like in some way it's kind of like your spirit team is watching you as you're thinking about idea after idea, or just kind of grinding on something here. I feel there's another message here about the Three of Cups energy. The Three of Cups is about joy. It's about happiness. It's a card of community, a card of having people around you that are supportive. So, there is some type of decision, right? With the Two of Wands, there's something you're needing to make a choice about. And I feel like if you are feeling a little bit stuck, it may be to your benefit to kind of reach out to people around you, friends, family, that are supportive, that might be even be able to help you, to receive the clarity that you need. Sometimes spirit works through certain people in our life, okay? And that could be, let's just say you're thinking about something, you have something on your mind, and then you're able to talk with your friend or your family member about it, and your spirit guides will actually help to, uh, I don't want to really say use other people, but like kind of like give messages to that other person that's in front of you that you're talking with. And that person will deliver messages, and sometimes without them even realizing it, that they're delivering messages to you from spirit. Okay. And that can even happen when you're out in public. It could be a complete stranger, sometimes that comes up to you that says something, or you even like you overhear something, like a group of people that are talking, and it's kind of like there's something that someone says in that conversation that just kind of gives you that clarity there. So maybe for some of you, it could be also, maybe grounding is something that's important for you at this time. Spending time in nature. I'm seeing these three little birds here on a little branch. Okay, so maybe also getting some sunshine. Okay, going outside, outdoors, I'm seeing a huge tree here with this Emperor card. But the Emperor is also, this is clarifying here, the Knight of Pentacles. The Emperor is masculine energy. Okay, the Emperor is all about coming up with a strategy, a plan. The Emperor is about discipline, order, getting things done. Okay, taking decisive action. Okay, planning something, and then moving forward with that. So this is kind of backing up this energy here of the Knight of Pentacles. And then you also have the Star card here, which is clarifying the King of Cups. The Star energy is about having trust, okay, having faith. I feel like that you are being guided along the right path. Some of you, the Star energy is about your destiny, okay, your wishes, your dreams, your hopes that you have. So some of you might have even received downloads, messages about, spirit kind of guiding you along your path. And I feel like spirit's trying to tell you you're on the right path. Just keep going. Trust where your heart and your intuition is leading you. Okay? I feel like your heart is kind of tugging at you, pulling at you. I'm still wanting to get a little bit more information, but it does look kind of like your spirit guides are wanting you to focus on the masculine energy at this time, right? You could be doing a lot of nurturing of the ideas, the creativity, your intuition. And it's kind of like now spirit's like, okay, we've got the idea. We know what it is. Okay. And if you don't, like I said, take some time, take some time. Maybe meditating, spending time in nature. I feel like a lot of this is about you listening to your soul at this time. Okay, feeling into where your soul is guiding you, whether that be on your spiritual path, your career path, maybe with a family situation, being able to really trust your heart in this situation. So I do want to get one more for this Two of Wands. What else for this Two of Wands, Spirit? What else does pile one need to know about this Two of Wands? The Three of Wands is about waiting for our ships to come in. Can also be about longing for something, right? Maybe there's something that your heart is longing for. In this case, I feel like with the Star energy being here, it's your destiny. Your destiny's calling, pile one. Your destiny is calling. Let's see. Why is the Two of Wands here? I'm hearing stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it. Why is the Two of Wands here? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is about change. It is about the ebb and flow of life. cycles. It's also about being at a turning point in our life. Maybe where there's changes that are taking place, big changes, because we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune also brings about, when it's in the upright position, it's about bringing in positive change, luck, abundance. The Wheel of Fortune is also about fate and destiny. Okay, so yes, I'm definitely feeling like your spirit guides are saying here, this is a need for you to focus on where your soul is calling you. Okay, making your wishes come true, making whatever dreams you have about things that you wish to create. I'm noticing that there is this web of all this colorful, looks like thread or yarn, kind of surrounding this. And we have this beautiful little owl that's sitting at the top of the wheel here. So definitely feeling like your intuition really is already guiding you towards your destiny. And I feel like this is more or less about you trusting that, okay? And not kind of overthinking it. Like I said, if some of you kind of feel a little fuzzy, maybe it just might be helpful for you to kind of work it out. Sometimes that does work. If you're feeling confused about something and then all of a sudden you start talking about it to another person, and it's kind of like you've already kind of worked it out in your mind. I know I've done that plenty of times when I'm asking somebody a question and it's like, I already know the answer. It's in there, right? Your intuition knows. But I'll start asking somebody like, hey, what do you think about if I do this, and I'm like, hold on a second. I got it. Never mind. I got it. I figured it out, right? So sometimes it could just be, openly communicating it, hearing yourself work it out loud, and that could even be something that you do if you feel like, you don't really have people that are around you that are supportive or that are like-minded. You can talk out loud to your spirit guides. Okay, that can be something that you work with as well. So I'm also seeing we've got Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries energy here, and then Gemini, Cancer. So let's pull some Oracle now and see what other messages we have for you. Pile 1, advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What should you focus on? Pile number 1. What needs your attention? Well, decision making, right? Decision making. Following your path. Getting on track. Being more disciplined, right? Okay, so we have shamanic journey here. Look at that. Purpose, attunement, and vision quest. Okay, maybe some of you are on a shamanic journey, or you've been thinking about being on one, going on one. Okay, I'm also noticing how in this card here, she and the horse, they're all white. Okay, so to me, this is a lot of purity, a lot of clearing. It's kind of giving me that vibe of rebirth, renewal. Okay, definitely healing here with the star. But I'm definitely feeling like this is you attuning to the energies that you're meant to be in, right? Connecting and aligning with the vibration, the frequencies that are helping you to get and move towards whatever your purpose is, right? Whatever you feel within your heart your purpose is. Let's see what else. What should pile number 1 focus on right now? What needs their attention? What needs their attention? Precognition, okay? Psychic ability and future vision. And precognition, that is your inner knowing, okay? It's kind of reminding me of the High Priestess card, which is about you going within, listening within. You hold the light, you hold the key. Some of you may have already received downloads from Spirit through your dreams, okay, about where you're meant to go. Some of you might also be seeing visions of your past life, I'm getting. Okay. You're seeing visions of your past life, maybe who you were in a past life, little hints, little clues, because this may have very well something to do with what you're meant to do in this lifetime. Okay. Many of you that chose this pile, I do feel like you are healers. Okay. Naturally gifted, intuitive, psychics, healers. Some of you might be called to shamanic practice. Okay. Becoming a shamanic practitioner. Many of you, I feel like you may also be meant to work with other people, community, building a community, okay, of people. Some of you may be really good at Reiki healing, okay, or other types of healing modalities, even giving other people attunements, okay. You may be someone who's illuminating shadows, okay. I'm also getting here too, the Star and the King of Cups. Like I said, I'm noticing how this swan or this goose is black. To me, it looks like very shadow energy. So being with the Star card here, maybe for some of you, what also needs your attention is your shadow. Is your shadow. There's a need for you to balance your shadow and your light energies. Okay. It may also be healing certain aspects of your shadow. Okay, being that we also have the Ten of Swords here, I don't want to ignore that message. The Ten of Swords can sometimes talk about a very deep pain, okay? Painful things that you've been able to go through. So those of you that may have been feeling like you've been suffering or you still have been holding on to something that has been painful, okay? This might be you connecting with someone. And this might even be therapy, okay, for some of you. Going to therapy, maybe something that is beneficial for you there as well. Okay, so if you've been thinking about it and saying, okay, I want to do this for myself, you know, I want to, you know, work further along my own healing journey, then I feel like your spirit guides are very supportive of you doing that as well. Okay, it might be very important for you, especially if you feel like your purpose is tied into helping others, okay, working with others. It might be something that helps to get you on your next step, right, of your path. What else? Advice from spirit guides for pile 1. What should they focus on right now? What needs their attention? We've got 2 more here. We've got tenderness, and it says true love and compassion. And then we also have the river of blessings. Releasing constraints. Okay. What a beautiful card. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a powerful card. Releasing constraints. And this is more or less things that are holding you back, right? From receiving your blessings, from aligning yourself with what you are truly meant to have, accomplish, manifest within this lifetime. That is what your spirit team is trying. Your spirit team is helping you to guide you with aligning with, right? Your destiny, the things that you're meant to have, living in your purpose. I'm also getting a message here with the true love and compassion. Some of your spirit guides could be animals, okay? It may be pets. Some of you may also feel really drawn to the animal, to animals in general, or to animal spirits, okay? I'm also feeling there is this message here of your spirit guides, you know, letting you know that they're there for you. They love you, okay? We do have both the Queen and the King of Cups here, okay? It's a very loving, very nurturing energy. Let's see what else for pile number 1. Right out, we have open here. Wow. Yeah, I feel like many of you with this open here, this kind of looks like right at the place of her third eye crown chakra. And there's these little beautiful butterflies that are there. This flower that is blooming, the door is open, the star is shining, and we have open here. So I feel like many of you are already, that third eye is already something that is active, that is open. Some of you could be receiving, like I said, downloads, messages. There's a lot of change and a lot of transformation, growth, power that is coming through your third eye at this time. Okay. And I also find that with your healing, okay, your healing, which is very important to your journey here, is also something that's beneficial to helping you to clear and keep your channel open to receive downloads, messages from spirit. But the thing that I also notice here is that this little door is open and there's a star inside. Okay? The star is here. Trust, faith, destiny, trusting in the messages that you receive, the visions, right? We've got psychic ability and future vision. Some of you, like I said, you could already be receiving downloads from spirit in your dreams or even during meditation. Some of you that like to daydream, which I like to do a lot. I have a Pisces moon, so I'm often daydreaming and just kind of spacing out. But I feel like those of you that like to daydream, you know, and maybe this is something that is helpful for you to just kind of do it on purpose. Just take that time during your day to just kind of let your brain kind of rest for a second and just kind of space out, because it is also in this period of us kind of not having 10 million things on our mind where spirit can give us those messages. Okay, this can also happen right before we go to sleep, right when our mind is super relaxed. It can also happen first thing when you wake up in the morning. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing open here. Let's see what else for you. I feel like your spirit guides are telling you you are an open channel here. Okay, look at that. We have the riddle. This is funny because it's like sometimes that's how we feel with our spirit guides, right? We're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. We don't understand, right? What our spirit team is talking about. Like what is this message? Why am I seeing this number? Why do I keep seeing this synchronicity here? What does it mean? Right? It literally is and does feel like we're trying to figure out some type of riddle here. But I feel like with that, if, like I said, if you're still feeling confused, still feeling like a little bit lost here, spirit is giving you the messages. But there's a need for us to really just kind of pay attention, right? Spirit can deliver messages everywhere, through numbers, through, like I said, complete strangers, other people, overhearing conversations, your dreams. Some of you that have psychic gifts, you could be hearing things clairaudiently, clairvoyance, okay? Maybe another thing for some of you. And I really feel it's like spirit's wanting you to pay like extra close attention. And if you don't, like, let's just say you see something and you're like, okay, well, I don't know what this means. Try not to overthink it, okay? Write it down, take note of it, okay? Because sometimes spirit will kind of create a story, okay? Giving us little bits of information that we're seeing throughout our day or even the course of, you know, weeks, sometimes months, okay? Especially if we're not understanding. But the important thing is that you're open to receive, right? The messages here from spirit. So let's see what else. Pile 1, what is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? What should you focus on right now? We have the Cobra. Okay. So the Cobra is fire energy, the element of fire, which is very much kind of what we were saying earlier with the, and I'm seeing the Lion at the bottom, which is also fire energy here too. Some of you could be Leo. But I feel like with this fire energy here, there is a lot of passion, okay? A lot of creative energy. Most definitely that I feel. And I'm going to look at the Cobra and see what message is here for you guys. There it is. Okay. So look at that. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. Let's hold this up for you guys. It says the Cobra represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay, so we've got open here. Open here, and there's a need for, like I said, for some of you, for connecting with others. Okay, it may be other people, right, that you meet, that you connect with, that are, can be very well be teaching you something. Okay, some of you, I feel like you might be, meant to be, okay, working in spirituality. This is mentioning teachers here, student, but the inner teacher to me is also about you connecting with your higher self, your intuition. Okay, like I said, for many of you, there's past, I'm getting lots of past life energy with that. Okay, so when it's in balance, it says a student of life, humble and wise. And when it's out of balance, it becomes a know-it-all and egocentric. Okay, to bring it into balance, take a class or study. Okay, to bring that energy. So like I said, for some of you, it could be balancing out the shadow, right? And your light energies there. Pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. Okay, so some of you this might even be a message to you that you could be having someone come into your life, okay, that may be of importance to you. Somebody very wise, because we do have the Emperor energy here as well, which is a very wise energy. Okay, may be able to kind of even help you to see things from a higher perspective. Okay, and let's just say if you do decide to go to therapy or to a Reiki healer or to, on your own shamanic journey here or something of that nature, that you are opening yourself up to connecting with someone. And I feel like the message here is, and when you do connect with others, be open to learning, right? Be open to, it kind of reminds me of you taking yourself back to the beginner's mind. There's always something to learn, right? Sometimes we think we're wise and we know it all, right? But this is your spirit guides saying, okay, keep yourself open, right, to receiving information, messages. Be open to learning. Be open to different perspectives here. Okay, so your last message here, pile number 1. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? Beautiful. We have the mockingbird. Look at that. Prophecies and communication. Yeah, some of you are definitely, some of you might have some serious psychic abilities, okay? Because we've got psychic ability, future vision here, prophecies and communication. We have this open third eye crown chakra energy here. And you also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is about fate and destiny, which makes me feel that some of you are very intuitive. I mean, you have both the Queen and King of Cups here. Many of you may be needing to focus on improving your spiritual gifts, okay? Some of you might have the gift of prophecy, right? Future vision here. And this is something that Spirit is wanting you to work on further, okay? Could potentially be your spiritual gifts here, okay? Prophecies and communication. I mean, Spirit is communicating with you, okay? Many of you, you know that. You're receiving messages here. If you feel like your channel is a little fuzzy, right? Healing, removing blockages within the chakras is something that is very helpful for you to get that stagnant energy moving, and to help you to keep your channel open and clear. So keeping your energy clear is going to be something that's also very important for you. Okay, but yes, I'm feeling many of you might have a very powerful gift of prophecy here, psychic abilities that you need to work on learning more about, exploring, okay? Maybe that's taking a class. Maybe it's taking a class on how can I make my spiritual gifts better, right? There's plenty of videos all over YouTube of ways of practicing, right? Certain psychic gifts. But I'm definitely feeling like Spirit is encouraging you here to kind of bring it all together. Okay? Bring all of these elements together into something powerful for yourself, for your path, for your destiny. Okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. So today's pick a card, we're doing advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? Okay. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. I am available for private readings. If you're interested in one, please check out the description box. I do have my email there. Okay, so you can send me an email to receive more information on the process of booking readings with me. So let's get into it. Pile number 2. For those of you that are wanting to know what tarot oracle decks I'm using for your reading today, that information is also located in the description box beneath the video. So pile number 2, advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? Pile number 2, let's see. Spirit guides of pile number 2. What should pile number 2 focus on right now? What needs their attention? What needs their attention for pile number 2? What is your advice from your spirit guides at this time of what you need to focus on? Okay, so we are starting off with the 5 of Wands. Let's see what else. 5 of Wands, Leo energy. We also have Death. Scorpio. Pile number 2, what should you focus on right now? What is your advice from your spirit guides? We have the Page of Wands. Aries, also Sagittarius. Knight of Wands. Okay, lots of Sagittarius energy here as well. Let's see. What should pile number 2 focus on right now? We have the Fool. Okay. We have the Fool here. So this is taking some type of leap of faith. We have the Chariot. Yeah, there's something that your spirit team, I'm seeing a lot of this fire, a lot of this passion energy, creative energy, exploring, expansion, discovering. So there is something here I feel like with the 5 of Wands. And this kind of feels a little similar to pile 1's message. So if you did feel called to pile 1, you also felt like something pulling you to that pile, I would say listen to it. Okay, there's some pretty good messages that came through with that one too, but only if you felt called to it. But I'm kind of getting this might be a little bit of a message for that pile as well. Okay, let's see what else. Pile number 2, advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? I'm kind of getting here that the 5 of Wands can talk about conflict, okay? And that could be inner conflict. It could be something in your environment, okay? The place that you work, the place that you live, something that you've got going on here. And with the Death card here, the Death card is about bringing something to an end that does not serve us, okay? I'm kind of feeling this energy of your spirit team wanting you to focus on, moving forward. It could be from a person, a situation, or even something that could potentially be holding you back within yourself. Okay. Let's see what else. Some of you, this might be about traveling, relocation. Maybe if you've been feeling like, should I move? Should I change jobs? Something like that. The answer is yes. Okay. Let's see. What else? We have also, yeah, there's clearly some type of ending here that Spirit is wanting you to focus on. Ending something, making a big decision. I'm feeling it is a really big decision. So yeah, this kind of feels very similar to pile 1's message, but we'll break it down a little bit more and see what your message is. That it looks very similar. We've got the Magician, something else, something new you're creating. Let's see. Pile number 2. We've got the 7 of Cups. Okay. So the 7 of Cups is about choices, options, dreams, daydreaming, fantasizing about something. Okay. I am seeing the 10 of Cups is at the bottom. The 10 of Cups is about emotional fulfillment, happiness, bliss. And underneath that, I'm also seeing the 9 of Swords. Okay. And the 9 of Swords is when we are feeling super anxious, worried. You can see this little guy here is kind of like awake in its bed. And all of these swords are kind of like all those thoughts that kind of keep you awake at night. Okay. And your mind is not able to rest. And maybe there is something that you're worried about future. Okay. Overthinking. This is kind of when we get into our head. And we start thinking worst case scenario. We start like getting worried about it. Like, what am I going to do? And start getting in that type of energy here. So I'm kind of feeling like Spirit is telling you here, or what your spirit team is wanting you to focus on, is moving forward with something. And of course, this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for all of you. But I am seeing the Fool energy here. Okay. And the Fool is all about keeping yourself open to unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities. We have both the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands energy here, which are both about creativity, about passion, about that momentum and that drive and that fire within us. And then you also have the Chariot here, okay? And the Chariot is about discipline, willpower, determination, success, victory, an accomplishment. It's about powerful movement forward. And so I'm clearly seeing there's an ending here, okay, with the World, the Death card. And so there's something here that you are needing to either let go of, move on from. I'm feeling there's definitely an energy here of your spirit team wanting you to pursue your dreams, your goals, and kind of take a leap of faith here. And that is about releasing fear, right? And that could partly come into this 5 of Wands energy, where there could be something that you feel conflicted about, like, should I do this? Should I do that? So let's look at this a little bit more. We also have Cancer. We've got Leo energy here. Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, and we've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, some of you could be maybe even dealing with a love situation that you're healing from, or having trouble letting go of, moving on from. Okay, so in that respect, this message is a little bit different than, I mean, it's kind of similar, like where Spirit is trying to help you to move ahead, move forward. In this case, I feel like there's a love situation involved for you, pile 2. That's what makes this pile different. Okay? Because the 5 of Cups energy is about grief, loss. So those of you that could still be working through healing something, okay, that is love related, maybe an ex-partner, or, you know, could be if some of you are dealing with a breakup right now, you're still healing. Okay, we do have the Knight of Cups energy here as well, and the Knight of Cups is about, you know, keeping your cup open to receive new opportunities in love. Okay, because the 5 of Cups message, if you notice in this card, there's 3 cups that are here that are spilled over, right? And that's kind of where this person's focus is, on what has been lost. Okay, but the 2 of Cups back here are still standing upright and they're still full. So the 5 of Cups message tells us that even though we are in this emotional state of distress or pain or grief or loss, you know, from something that is over, something from the past, that there is still hope. Okay, there's still hope. And then you have the Knight of Cups right after that, following that. So I feel many of you, you know, maybe there is something that you're struggling with, having a hard time letting go of, moving on from. Okay, and I feel like Spirit is trying to encourage you to dig deep. Okay, dig deep, because we've got the Chariot here, and this is about willpower. The Magician is also about willpower. Okay, and so the world energy is about the completion of a cycle. So maybe for some of you, if you've been kind of stuck in this place of, you know, thinking about someone from the past, holding on to them, and just kind of feeling a little bit of a struggle here, right? I feel like it's kind of like Spirit saying there's so much more out there for you. Okay, so much more opportunity for you to have the love that you desire. For those of you where this might not necessarily have to do with love, if you're single and you don't really have anybody around you or anybody that you're really grieving over right now, the Knight of Cups is also about letting your heart guide you. Okay, your intuition, opening yourself up to creativity. Okay, the 5 of Cups in your case might be a feeling of feeling discouraged, disappointed, challenged at this time. You know, if certain things in your life have not been working out to your benefit, or something that you really like. I mean, you could be feeling discouraged at a job that you're at, you know, disappointed in some way because, you know, maybe you're not getting the raise that you want. Maybe you're not making the money that you want. You know, whatever that could be. And the Knight of Cups is really about you just kind of opening yourself up to something new, right? You've got the Fool here. The 7 of Cups is here, which is talking about options, choices. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling here that your spirit guides are trying to encourage you to keep moving along your path. Okay, the Page of Wands is an energy of feeling excited. It's a card of adventure and discovery, and kind of allowing that infinite creative potential within you to lead you, to guide you, right? And the Knight of Wands is also incredibly charismatic energy. It's about allowing that kind of force within us, that passion to just kind of like take off within us. So some of you might be needing to focus on connecting in with your inner child, connecting into your creative energy. Some of you, it could be that there's something that you've been struggling with to get over or heal from your past, and this could be something that's really maybe has taught you a really valuable lesson. So with Judgment being here, this can also be taking a look at your past. Okay, Judgment is about life review, and it could be about you looking at what things you're still holding on to emotionally, things that you're struggling with, things that you're having a difficult time with moving past. Judgment is also an opportunity for us to forgive, okay? And forgiveness is something that takes time, okay? It's definitely not something that happens overnight. All of us, you know, are on different paths, and our paths are a little different from one another. And so your healing might look very different than the next person's. So you might arrive at a place of, forgiveness in your heart for yourself, okay, for someone from the past. This is also where we let go of resentment. It's also where we release any of the heavy energy, emotions, and things that we're holding on to from past experiences. Judgment is where we have an opportunity to kind of like wipe the slate clean, make peace with our past, so that we can, find in that, with the death card energy, transformation, change. So change may definitely be something that is needed at your life at this point, pile number 2. Maybe there's some type of cycle that you've been kind of stuck in, and Spirit's like, okay, let's stop here. Let's start fresh. Let's start new. What is it that you've been dreaming about? What ideas do you have? Where do you feel like your passion and your creative energy is leading you? Where is your heart leading you? Okay, this is now time for you to kind of bring your own energy into balance and to trust in where your heart's desires are leading you at this time. Okay, and to not let fear be something, or past disappointment, right, hold you back from being able to accomplish what your dreams are. Okay, let's just say that you're someone who opened your own business and you had high hopes for it, and it didn't really pan out the way that you wanted it to. And then you have another idea for opening a different business, and you're like, why should I even try? I failed at the first one. Why should I even try to, do something that I feel called to, this time? Okay? Because we can often feel like that too, where we're just like, okay, well, I followed my heart last time and it led me to disappointment, right? But maybe going through that experience is something that has also taught you a wealth of information. What works, what doesn't, right? That's what judgment is about. Judgment is about reviewing. What did we learn, right? It has to do with karma. And we all, as much as we don't like it, we all go through challenges. We've all been through heartbreak, through just feeling disappointed, through feeling hopeless, through feeling depressed, or whatever it might be. But all of these things and these stages of our life are teaching us something very valuable. Okay? Even through the worst of what you could go through, right? There's always a lesson in that. Okay? So in this case, for some of you, this whatever you've been struggling with here, whatever that means for you, could be something that is serving as a catalyst for your change, for your growth, for your personal transformation. Okay? Sometimes it's when we get really knocked down, right? We feel like we've been knocked down on our knees. We feel like we've hit rock bottom. That it can be difficult for us to be able to get back up. But judgment is the phoenix rising, right? Scorpio energy. Lots of Scorpio transformative energy here. So it's almost like Spirit is trying to help you to focus on your growth, focus on your transformation, focus on what you've learned on your path this far along your journey. And now it's time to focus on this next new chapter of your life. What are you creating? What are you manifesting, right? The Magician energy is all about focused intention. And whatever it is that you dream, right? Whatever it is that your heart truly desires here, okay, that you have the opportunity to make that and bring that to life. Okay? Some of you, it could be recognizing the power that you really hold within yourself. Okay? Sometimes we can get pretty sad or disappointed or depressed because a love situation didn't work out right. And we're like, but I want love. I want that person. And Spirit's like, no, maybe that person wasn't meant for you. Maybe you were only meant to stay with them for a short period of time, and there was some lessons that you needed to learn so that we could then bring this other person into your life that is truly meant for you, right? And that could be the same with anything within our life. But I'm feeling that Spirit is kind of wanting you to focus on your power, your energy, reclaiming your power, even for some of you from the past, and to be able to create and manifest this next chapter of your life. And I love this energy for you here, File 2, because for those of you that are watching this when I'm uploading it, which is like today's November 15th of 2023, we have the new year approaching. Okay, 2024 is right around the corner. And what do you want next year to look like? Right? Do you still, for some of you that are really struggling here, do you want to continue with that struggle into 2024? Or do you want to make some changes now? Maybe whether that is to your thoughts, beliefs that you might have. I feel like I'm hearing integration. Okay, integrate what you've learned already into this next chapter for you. Okay. So yeah, that I feel like that's a really beautiful message here for you. Okay, so let's look at the oracle messages and see what is coming through here. There's also Pisces energy. I'm seeing Pisces and Scorpio. Lots of Scorpio energy. And I like that because we're also in Scorpio season right now. Okay. Let's see. Pile number 2. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? What needs your attention? Pile number 2. What is your advice from your spirit guides? We have Divine Feminine. Look at that. What a powerful card. Divine Feminine, magnetic and receptive power. That is really beautiful. Look at all that energy that's kind of coming out of her hands here. And I feel like with this here, I'm noticing this is number 7 here, which is the Chariot. But this to me is like Spirit saying that this is a very powerful time for you. Okay, pile 2, a very powerful time for you. And this could be about really making the most of this power right now, in terms of your magnetic energy. Okay? Your magnetic energy. And what I mean by that is if there are certain, let's just say lower frequency energies that you're kind of floating around in right now, this is, I feel like, more or less acknowledging, okay, certain energies, certain frequencies that you've got yourself in right now, and about working through them. Okay, I'm not saying to suppress them and forget about them. I'm saying work through them. Okay, deal with them, make peace with them, go over them in your mind, in your heart, and, release where you can with judgment. Okay, because with the Death card and Judgment here, this is a lot of release. This is a lot of letting go, and fully kind of embodying your power here. When we can fully step into the energy of the Divine Feminine, okay, and this comes through nurturing ourselves. This comes through believing in ourselves. This comes through, feeling abundant, feeling worthy of whatever it is that we're bringing in, that we're magnetizing towards ourselves. Like I said, even with this Magician energy here, it's super powerful. I feel like for you, being open and receptive to receive, from Spirit. It's aligning your energy with what your dream is, your vision is. Okay, like let's just say you say, oh, I want love. Okay, I want to find my romantic partner. Okay, if you're floating around in that 5 of Cups energy where you're feeling hopeless, you're feeling depressed, okay, not that being depressed is this horrible thing. I've gone through it. I went through some really, really dark depression, ending up in a mental health facility. So I get it. I know, I've been there for many, many years of my life. It's not a fun place to be. But when we're kind of floating around in those lower frequency energies, we attract from that space. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling here that Spirit is wanting you to recognize how magnetic and how powerful your energy is, But we also have to look at where are we at energetically? What frequency are we at right now? Are we in a place of fear? Are we in a place of rage, anger, resentment? Okay, I'm hearing energetic responsibility. Okay, this is where you understand just how powerful you are, right? Pulling in, drawing in certain things to you, and I feel like this is a need for you to really kind of be mindful, right, of where your thoughts are at, of where your energy is at, because of how powerful your energy is manifesting at this time. Okay, you could be saying to yourself, I want love, but then, in the back of your mind, subconsciously, you're having these feelings of insecurity, of it's never going to happen for me, or it's not going to this. You're going to attract people into your life that match that energy, right? People who don't want commitment, people who are maybe lost, maybe they don't know what they want. People who are emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable, right? So I feel like this is Spirit wanting you to really recognize how powerful your energy is, and how sometimes, unfortunately, we can attract things that we don't want into our life because of where our thoughts are at, where our energy is at, right? So I feel like it's a time for you to also be mindful of that as well, but to also understand the power that you hold, right? We've got the Magician here, which is super powerful. Let's see what else. Pile number 2. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? We have angelic assistance. It says divine guidance and loving support. Okay. So many of you that have lost hope, have lost faith, or feeling hopeless, struggling with depression, or, anything, that could be making you feel like not your best at this time, your spirit guides are telling you here, connect with us. Okay, connect with us. We're here to help you. We're here to support you. Okay, don't be afraid of asking your spirit team for help. Let's see what else. Pile number 2. What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? We have power over difficulty. Look at that. Reclaiming your power. Okay. Reclaiming your power. I love that. And we have clarity here. Planning and also releasing illusion. Releasing illusion. Right? And that illusion can be anything that keeps you stuck. And I'm noticing this is number 5 here. The 5 of Cups you had, and also the 5 of Wands, right? Those are very challenging energies. Can be. Okay. The 7 of Cups can also be a card of illusion as well. Can be and if you are someone with the 7 of Cups, because it is a card of choices, options, this card is also, sometimes you'll hear it referred to as analysis paralysis, meaning that sometimes we have so many different ideas on our mind that we get confused and we end up not making a choice, right? Because we're thinking, I like this, I like this, I like this, and I don't know which one to choose. So instead of choosing one, I'm just going to choose nothing. Okay. And so, yeah, this can be a need for you to just really, like Spirit's saying here, if you feel confused, if there's something that you're struggling with, where we got power over difficulty here, and it makes me feel like Spirit's saying with the power over difficulty, that you are stronger than you realize. Okay? That what you're going through, for some of you that are feeling challenged, I'm noticing a lot, this reduces to a 5 too, that you are so much stronger than what you perceive to be, this challenge or this difficulty. You're so much stronger than that. Okay? Don't give your power away to something that is far less powerful than you. Whether that be another person, a way of thinking, you know, you're so much stronger, so much more powerful, right? We have the divine feminine energy here. Okay, let's see what else. Pile number, let's pull this one first. Okay, let's see. Pile number 2. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? Patience. Okay, and here we have a little guy out on a boat trying to catch something on this line, and there's nothing there. There's not even any fish or anything around here. So your spirit guides are saying, be patient. Okay. Maybe some of you are like, I want this right now. I want this right now. When is it coming? When is it going to happen? Everything in divine timing. Let's see what else. Pile number 2. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? We have the otter. Okay, this is the element of water. The otter is a very playful, sweet energy. Okay, very connected into joy and happiness, the inner child. I'm going to read, what does this say here about the little otter? There it is. Okay, so the otter says unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit decks, the otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child, available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would life look like? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. So when this energy is in balance, it is full of love and needs nothing. When it's out of balance, it can become gloomy. It says sighs and makes silly excuses. In order for us to bring this energy into balance, it says having a dance party or a celebration, right? So that can be as simple as, yes, literally you going out dancing if you like dancing, but it can also just be getting your body moving, okay? Getting your body moving. And if you're not the best dancer, you know, you could dance at home. Put on your favorite music at home. No one needs to watch, right? Unless you want them to. And just kind of dancing around the house, you know, just getting your body moving, which will definitely help you to change your energy as well. Let's see what else. Pile number 2. We've got these last 2 cards, pile 2. So I'm going to pull one from this deck and one more from the Southern Gothic Oracle. So pile 1, there we are. I'm sorry, pile 2. We've got the underworld. Oh boy, the underworld. Okay, and let's see what your last card is. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this is spirit kind of wanting you to look at your shadow. Okay, we have the hydrangea with gratitude and peace. Yeah, I'm feeling that this is spirit kind of wanting you to kind of find the source, in a sense, find the source of something that could potentially be taking your power away. Okay, nurture it. Okay, like this is spirit, your spirit guides are saying here, connect in with your inner child, which is something that came through earlier for you. But the underworld to me is about you delving into these darker, more shadowy parts of yourself and truly understanding them. Why are they there? Okay, going a layer deeper, kind of like I was saying earlier, spirits kind of wanting you to dig deep here and find out what the reason is for certain, you know, afflictions that you might have. You know, why are we feeling sad? Why are we feeling depressed? What is the root cause of it, right? Is it something from the past? Is it something from childhood? Is it a self-limiting belief that you have? Is it that you don't believe in your power and your magnetism to draw in what it is that you really seek or desire within your life? Is there a low self-esteem? Is there a lack of confidence? It's kind of like you just kind of really delving into understanding yourself, right? Breaking out of illusions, reclaiming your power here. Okay. We also have gratitude and peace. So I more or less feel like Spirit is wanting you to be at peace, right? With yourself, with your past, with letting certain things go, but also shifting into the energy of gratitude, which I will say is not easy to do, okay? Especially if you've been hurt by someone or holding resentment towards someone, that something has happened to you or you've gone through something painful or really challenging. It's hard for us to get to a place of gratitude, okay? And gratitude, could be, like I said, difficult for us to get to. And it's not always just tied into, past lessons and stuff like that. But when we can hold gratitude for where we are at, okay, presently, for what we do have in our life at this time, even if it's not a lot, okay, gratitude is I feel like definitely showing Spirit, your higher self, your spirit guides, your entire spirit team, to just kind of keep your, how do I want to say that? Like kind of keep your energy, or keep from giving your power away. Okay? Sometimes some of the things that we go through in life, we don't understand why. Right? And it's just like, why am I going through this? There's challenge, there's pain, there's trauma, there's all these things. And it takes time, right? You did have the judgment card under here, which is about us reviewing all of that. It's about thinking all about that, right? The lessons that we've learned from that. And sometimes it can be hard for us, but it's not impossible for us to be able to shift our perspective about certain experiences that we've had in our life, and then to be able to hold gratitude for them, right? For those of you that don't really know my story, I've talked about this on another channel that I have, The Mystical Gypsy, where I shared very openly about a lot of the struggles that I've had with depression, with anxiety, with certain traumas that I've gone through, and how it really led me to having a complete mental, emotional breakdown. I ended up in a facility for mental health. It was not fun. Okay, and that happened to me when I was almost 40 years old, by just suppressing and suppressing and suppressing stuff that I'd gone through, until my body was like, nope, you are not you are not moving any further without dealing with this, and everything just kind of came out, and it was not nice. It was not pretty. It was not fun. It was, my entire world was flipped upside down. But now, looking back, right? And during that time I was going through that, it was horrible. It was awful, right? It's painful. It was depressing. I felt like I was in a big black dark hole of just nothingness and emptiness and alone in the world. And now when I look back at that time, going through that and looking back at myself, I hold compassion for myself, for how strong that old version of me was to hold all of that, to have gone through all of that, right? And I do hold gratitude for my journey. There is nothing that I would change about my past, because my past, as painful and traumatic as it was, it has led me to becoming the person that I am today, the woman that I am today, the strong woman that I am today, right? And so, yes, like I said, it takes time for us to get to a place of gratitude. But as long as you are working on understanding, right, your path and how different it is than the next person, and also being grateful for, like I said, some of you, this has nothing to do with past stuff that you've gone through, but it's just being grateful, right, for everything that you have, even if it is not a lot. The people in your life, the supportive, the loving, the job, the house, everything, the food, whatever it is, there's always something to be grateful for. Okay? And so that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the tarot, I forgot to clear your space for you here. I did it for pile 1 and 2, and I just remembered. But those of you that chose this Jade and the Tarot of the Abyss, first off, I wanted to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video and for connecting with me on the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Those of you that are interested in private readings, you can find my email in the description box. Okay, but today's pick a card, we're doing advice from your spirit guides. What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? Okay, some pretty interesting messages have come through so far for pile 1 and pile 2. So I'm looking forward to see what comes through for you. If you did feel drawn to multiple piles today, I would say that pretty much both piles so far have brought through some pretty good guidance. And so I feel like all piles would be worth giving a listen to. There's definitely some good advice that's in there. Okay, let's see. Pile number 3. What advice does your spirit guides, spirit team have for you at this time? What should you focus on right now? What needs your attention? Let's see. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about some type of new beginning. This could be a new job opportunity. It could be some opportunity for more abundance coming in. But this is about a new start, a new beginning here. So let's see what else. Pile number 3. What is your advice from your spirit guides? We have the 9 of Cups. Okay, 9 of Cups. So we do have Capricorn and Pisces energy so far. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this clearly looks like you planting the seed for something new or starting something new, beginning something new. Could be a new creative project. It could be that many of you could be applying for a new job. Let's just see where this goes. I'm getting another message here with this, but we've got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 6 of Cups. What do you need to focus on right now? Some of you, I feel like there's something that you're kind of going back and forth over in your mind. This could even be kind of delving into regretting some type of past decision. Maybe some type of past decision has been kind of impacting your current energy right now. I'm feeling for some of you this has to do with career. Okay, your career. But let's see what else is coming through here. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Scorpio. What is your advice from your spirit guides? We've got the Star in reverse. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this definitely has to do with abundance. We've got lots of pentacles here. So this has to do with job, career, finance. And I almost feel like with the Ace of Pentacles being here, there's an opportunity here for a new beginning. And I feel like this new beginning is something that is going to bring in wish fulfillment for you. Okay. But I'm also getting here with the Star energy being in reverse that there is a loss of faith here, a loss of hope. There could have been a decision that you have made in the past, I'm getting for some of you, and it's kind of like, it's not what you wanted. It's not what you had hoped. And so I'm feeling like there is this desire here for more financial security here. Okay, more financial security, more money, more money. For some of you, it could be a new job or even getting a job. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles is about financial independence, security, stability, being able to finally enjoy the fruits of our labor. Okay. Some of you, this might be a need for you to create another stream of income. Okay, is really what I'm getting here. Another stream of income, because we do have the King of Pentacles energy here, and the King of Pentacles is all about using our resources. It's about us taking risks, okay, in life. And so some of you, if you may have already been having some type of ideas, I'm kind of feeling really drawn to the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups is about healing. It's also about giving gifts of the heart. So some of you might even be wanting to help people in some way. You might feel like a calling of wanting to help others. But the way that this guy looks, it looks like he's got something going on, like a little something going on in the back of his mind, like he's daydreaming here. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia, right? So he's kind of replaying something in his mind here. And so this kind of is symbolic to me that you've got something at the back of your mind here with the Six of Cups. And maybe it is. Maybe there is something that's kind of holding you back a little bit. Okay. Something that could even potentially be distracting you. Okay. You could be, it makes me feel like there's some type of energy here that is keeping you distracted from focusing on what you're doing presently. Okay. Like I said, some of you, that Two of Pentacles in reverse could be that there is regret of some type of decision. Okay. And just to kind of give you an example, like let's just say that you had two ideas, and you said, okay, I want to either go into psychology, or I want to go into, I don't know, let's just say nursing. Okay. Nursing and psychology. And let's just say you chose the nursing path. Okay. You chose the nursing path. And now you're finding that nursing is not what you wanted. It's not what you wanted. Okay. And you could be thinking back like, wow, if only I could have made a different choice back then, I would be in a different place right now. Right. So yeah, to me, it's kind of like a need for you to not lose hope, not lose faith in yourself and your abilities to be able to create more security, more wealth for yourself. I'm feeling like Spirit is trying to encourage you to follow your heart, okay? Because we also have the Page of Cups energy here. The Page of Cups is Pisces energy. It's very, very dreamy. This is a lot of daydreamy energy, having dreams and visions, and there's also a very intuitive energy here as well. And so I do feel like many of you that have chosen this pile are incredibly intuitive. I am also seeing that you are someone who, with the King of Pentacles energy here, who is meant to, in this lifetime, be someone who is incredibly financially abundant, secure, stable, grounded. And I'm seeing where Spirit is showing here with the Ace of Pentacles that there is an opportunity for some type of new beginning for you, whether that be moving to a new house, getting a new job, creating another stream of income, working on a side hustle, something like that. Okay. That Spirit is trying to encourage you to still follow where your dreams are leading you. Okay. Some of you might even have had something that you've wanted to do since you were young, since you were a child. And this is about you being able to then create that and manifest this. With the Two of Pentacles energy in reverse, some of you might also be needing to be a little bit more careful with your finances. Okay, and a little bit more disciplined. Okay, especially if you're someone who's an overspender or an impulsive spender. The Two of Pentacles can also talk about our choices. It can talk about our priorities. So your spirit team could be telling you, get your finances in order, get your priorities in order, right? Let's get it together here. There's another opportunity here for you to have more abundance, but I'm feeling maybe what is your relationship with money right now? Okay, this pile feels very different than the other piles. This pile feels more or less about finances, career stuff. Okay. So yes, if you have a long-term goal of wanting to be financially secure and independent, how are you spending that money right now? Okay. Do you need to reorganize? Do you need to juggle your finances a little bit better? Do you need to be more careful with your spending, right? We also have the Knight of Pentacles energy here, which is really about being disciplined, being organized. The Knight of Pentacles is about slow and steady energy, but it's also about thinking about what we're doing, right? Like, let's just say you have a goal. You want to buy a house, okay? But every time you get paid, you spend all your money. You don't save it, right? And then you still think, oh, that dream of me buying a house is never going to happen. Why? Why? Because Spirit's giving you the money. You're just kind of, I don't want to say throwing it away, but you might be, right? It's going other places. You're not focusing on what the goal is, right? So some of you, this can be as simple as getting on track, getting disciplined, getting more focused, creating, I don't know, maybe a budget for yourself, a plan. Okay. I feel like with the star energy here in reverse that you may have lost hope. You might feel like, the star energy can also be when we're a little bit pessimistic, right? We're being negative about it. We're not being very optimistic about our ability to be able to create or manifest the abundance, the wealth, the security, the independence, and to be able to get to that place. But we all have to start somewhere, right? The King of Pentacles didn't become the King of Pentacles with throwing money away here and there and not thinking about it, right? The Knight of Pentacles is about us being more, I feel like just more cautious, okay? We're aware of how we're investing. What are we investing into, right? The King of Pentacles has learned many lessons when it comes to financial planning and, taking some risks here. The King of Pentacles also creates all of this wealth and abundance, not just from, staying at one job all the way through retirement, although that's the route that some people choose, right? The King of Pentacles is one that has multiple streams of income, okay? In that maybe you have a really good job. Maybe you are someone who also, along with you having that really good job, you invest into a 401k. You invest in real estate. You invest in stocks. You kind of open a business, right? Maybe you have dreams of opening a business for yourself, and then you start that and you're like, okay, this is making some good money now. Let's start another one. What other business ideas do you have? Okay, so I'm feeling for some of you, this is about not losing hope in your ability to achieve your financial goals and dreams. There's just a little bit of attention that you need to focus on right now on staying present, staying grounded. What am I doing right now? Some of you might be, like I said, with the Six of Cups energy here, there could be certain things that are distracting you, okay, from your focus. Sometimes with the Six of Cups energy, we can get super caught up in just nostalgia, right? Thinking about the past, thinking about happier times, thinking about way back when. But your spirit team is like, hello, let's focus on here and now. What are we doing here, right? Your spirit guides are acknowledging here that you want this financial success. You want this financial security. You know, there's opportunities that are available to you, right? Be open to them. Okay. If we're thinking negative about it, right, with the star energy here in reverse, and we've lost hope, we've lost faith, then, you know, we might miss out on those opportunities. Okay. Or if you're someone who is kind of caught up in your head all day long, thinking about the past, thinking about the past, thinking about the past, you could miss that, right? You could have a blind spot. It kind of reminds me of like Four of Cups energy. So let's clarify the Six of Cups and see kind of what is going on here with this nostalgic energy. The Devil, look at that. Look who is here. Okay. The Devil energy is an attachment. It is obsession. It is an unhealthy pattern of behavior that we might have. So some of you might have an attachment or an unhealthy, even obsession to something or someone from the past that could be distracting you from what you're meant to do, what you're meant to create for yourself here. Okay. The Devil energy can also be fear, fears, doubts. Okay. Maybe for some of you, what you need to focus on here is also healing certain things from your past. Okay. And what I will say with this as it correlates to financial stuff here, let's just say that you are someone who went through a traumatic childhood, or you know, during your childhood, or even past, your past relationships, past situations that you've gone through, that there has been something in your past that has created fears, insecurities, doubting yourself, low self-esteem, because the Devil is a very oppressive energy. It creates an illusion, right? Look at how this looks like a little angel here is kind of like all bound up, stuck, right? Trapped is this energy of the Devil. So there could be certain things, right, from your past that have affected your ability to see yourself, to be more optimistic about your ability to have security, stability, independence. Okay. So, I mean, this could look like going through a childhood where you didn't have a whole lot growing up. Okay. You didn't have a whole lot growing up, and you might fear that maybe the financial struggles that you saw your parents go through are ones that you're going to have, right? Limiting in some way. Limiting your own beliefs about your ability to create or manifest wealth or abundance here. Okay, I'm going to pull what else here. We've got also Capricorn energy with the Devil. Why is the Six of Cups here? Living in the past. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands. And we've got the King of Swords. Yeah. So there's something here for you. I don't know. Okay, pile 3. It's going to be different for all of you, but this is your spirit team here saying that there is something from your past, from your childhood, that you are battling with. And it could be kind of like an internal challenge, an internal struggle. You know, there could be a very oppressive energy that you may have held on to since childhood or because of your past. And the Seven of Wands energy is about you persevering beyond whatever that past energy has been for you. The King of Swords is about you being able to break through the illusion that the Devil energy brings. Okay? The past version of yourself that was too afraid to go for this job or to go for that career. The King of Swords is about clarity. Look at how his crown chakra is kind of glowing here. Okay. So the King of Swords is about facing truth, facing facts, focusing on what the facts are, right? Staying present, I feel like. The King of Swords is also about taking decisive action, right? Making a plan here. Okay. So I'm going to pull a little bit more for this Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to kind of see where this is. And I feel like first and foremost, it's like Spirit's wanting you to be happy, to feel fulfilled. Okay, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? The Eight of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And we got the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, we got the entire court cards of the Pentacle suit. We've got the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. Okay. Yeah, and if you look at this Queen here, she looks like she's opening up a box that has a pentacle inside of it. Okay. So I'm feeling very much for you guys. Some of you, especially with us having the 8 and 9 of Wands energy here, some of you may have been putting a lot of energy here towards, let's just say, one thing. Okay? One thing here. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy. It's also very stable, grounded. It's kind of, she's kind of like the mini Empress to me. It's very fertile energy, about growth and fertility, and this pentacle that she's just kind of pulling out of this box has some strong roots on it. Okay. Another message that I'm getting here for you is some of you might be putting forth a lot of your energy towards, let's just say, a job that you're really busy at. You work long hours. You feel really tired, you feel really drained, and there's not really any time for you left to do things that you really love to do. Okay? In that case, I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to take some time for yourself. Okay? Take some time for rest, vacation. Because I feel for some of you, it's like Spirit's not wanting you to have to feel like you have to work so hard. Have to work so hard just to get to the financial place that you really want to be in. Okay? It's almost like Spirit could be trying to give you a new opportunity where you don't have to. You don't have to work so hard. It kind of gives me like that message of like work smarter, not harder. Okay? A whole lot less effort, more money. More money. Okay? And that could be like changing jobs for you. It could be pursuing a passion that you have that could be lucrative with bringing in more abundance. Okay? And I feel like I said, many of you have amazing ideas, amazing creative ideas that could bring about a whole lot of wealth for you. But it's a need for us to pull ourselves out of that fear-based energy of the devil energy and to push past them, right? Push past the fears. See through the illusion that those fears leave you stuck in of not being able to go after your dreams, right? That leave you kind of in this pessimistic way of thinking. Why should I do that? It's not going to make me any money. Why should I change jobs? It's just going to be the same thing. It's going to be too hard, right? All the negative, right? Instead of saying, okay, here is this opportunity. Let me just go for it and see where it takes me, see where it leads. Okay? Of course, you want to think and plan carefully, right? Knight of Pentacles. You know, I'm not just saying go out and quit your job today when you don't have something lined up for you, right? Be responsible, right? Which the King of Pentacles are very responsible, dependable, right? Energy. This is you keeping yourself grounded and focused, right? Having a plan and then taking decisive action, taking the steps that you need to in order to accomplish the goals that you have, right? One foot in front of the other, just like the Knight of Pentacles. He's got a long-term goal. I want to be the King of Pentacles when I grow up, right? And he's like, okay, what steps do I need to take in order to get there, right? If we're coming in with that Two of Pentacles energy in reverse, maybe we do need to get priorities in order. Maybe we need to be a lot more balanced. Maybe we need to think about our decisions and choices. And are those choices and decisions ones that are leading to our goal of the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, wealth, abundance, security? Okay? So let's look at some oracle for you now. We've got Sagittarius energy here too. Leo. Look at this. We've got setting boundaries, and it says threshold, protection, and honor. Okay. Because I am seeing the boundaries card here, the 7 of Wands, and I am seeing the 6 of Cups, maybe there is someone... I almost kind of feel like some of you might have an attachment to someone from your past that is kind of throwing your energy off, okay? And that won't be for all of you, but maybe there's a need for you to release an attachment to a specific person for some of you that is kind of throwing you off your game. Like kind of, what is that? Kind of like taking your power away. Okay? Something from the past. And we have setting boundaries here, the threshold, protection, and honor. So maybe this is being more protective of your energy, or not allowing yourself to kind of go down the rabbit hole of maybe, like I'm saying, like stuck in the past, thinking about someone from the past. Okay? Or giving your power away to the past. Okay, let's see what else. What should pile number 3 focus on right now? What needs their attention? We have clairvoyance here, and it says inspiration, interpretation, and trust. Okay, so I feel like in this case, Spirit is telling you here, many of you might have some beautiful gifts of clairvoyance that are coming in, or you're noticing are there. And there's a need to trust what your interpretations are of these messages that you are receiving. Okay. We also have the portal here, infinite mind and awakening consciousness. Okay. I love that. Let's pull one more. Yeah, I'm kind of getting this is you trusting the messages you're receiving. We also have healing the heart here is what your spirit team is wanting you to focus on. We have the power of self-love. Okay. Power of self-love. And maybe that will be something for some of you that helps to increase your level of confidence in yourself, right? Your belief in yourself, changing this. Some of you also with the star energy in reverse, this could be something that you need to heal. Okay? Something that needs your attention that you need to heal. Let's see here. Pile number 3. What is your advice from your spirit guides? What should you focus on right now? What should pile number 3 focus on right now? What needs their attention? Illuminate. So something is being illuminated here. I might get more information on that. Let's pull your animal spirit card. Whoa. Well, we've got all these ones showing. I don't know. Maybe some of you are seeing hummingbirds or bees right now. But let's just pull one. What should you focus on right now? We have the fish. Okay. So this is the water, the element of water. Let's look at the fish. There it is. Okay. So the fish says restlessness, change of focus, getting lost in the current. Okay. It says the fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, and as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When this energy is in balance, it is adaptable and it travels well. When it's out of balance, it is distracted and changes its mind often. Okay, in order for us to bring this energy into balance, it says set a small goal and accomplish it. Okay, and you notice how all of these energies here, all the pentacles, right? Page, Knight, Queen, King, they're all here. So those of you that struggle with follow through, with starting something and finishing it, okay? And I think we've all been there. I know I have a lot of unfinished projects, things that I've started and it just, I don't know what happened. It just disappeared. But this is kind of like that same message here, is to focus on what you're doing, right? If you want the independence, the security, the stability, what are you doing about it? Right? How can you change it? How can you fix it? How can you go from point A to point B, right? Let's just say you start off as the Page of Pentacles and you want to end up at the King of Pentacles. It requires hard work, nurturing, discipline, focus, organization, planning, strategy, decisive action. Okay? And of course, we're not going to have everything figured out from start to finish. The Knight of Pentacles takes one step forward, assesses. Okay, where am I at right now? What is next? Next step. Is this still keeping me on course? Am I still on track? Is there anything that I need to change? Okay, let's go. Next step. All the way until he reaches, right? Goes through the Queen of Pentacles energy and ends up at the King. Okay? And I feel like with this message here, it's and maybe because this fish is also making me feel like some of you, I don't know why this is coming through here, but it is. Some of you might struggle with this feeling of needing to move and needing to go and needing to, almost like your soul feels unsettled. Like, I need to move here, and then I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to do that, and it's just like all over the place, and nothing is getting done, right? Because we're here, and we're there, and we're there, and it's like all over. And it's like Spirit is trying to help you to get grounded, focused, right? And we're asking today, what should you focus on right now? What needs your attention is your focus. Literally, your spirit team telling you, get focused. Let's get ourselves in line. Listen and pay attention, right? To the downloads that you're receiving that are inspiring you. It kind of reminds me of like the Ace of Wands energy, a spark of creativity that you receive. It's not by accident that you're receiving those messages from Spirit, right? It's because this is something that you're meant to do, something that you're meant to take that potential and then continue to go through the process, right? There's a reason we have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, the King. It happens in order, right? We start at the Page with that little seed, planting the seed, nurturing it, right? It's something new. And then it turns into the Knight of Pentacles, where we start to be more focused and say, okay, how is this shaping? How is this growing here? And then the Queen, right, where we saw she's got roots there on the bottom of her pentacle. There's been some growth there. And then we get to the King, where we can be like, wow, look at what I've created, right? Because of all of that hard work, all of that focus, all of that discipline, all about you taking the risks that were necessary, but you stayed focused on what the goal is. Okay? So movement here, but focused movement, focused intention on where am I going? Am I just kind of wandering aimlessly through life? Or do I have a goal in mind? Right? For your career, for what your spiritual path is, for, something that you have in mind for yourself. Okay? Let's see what else. And it makes me kind of feel like maybe some of you may have, like even as children, maybe you didn't have that security. Maybe you didn't have that stability. Okay? And it's kind of like just still this feeling of, I want to feel secure, I want to feel secure, I want to feel secure. But it's like, okay, let's actually do it. Let's create it. Let's see, pile number 3. Pile number 3. Okay, so we have the nectar. The nectar. And I'm going to pull your last card here and see what else. Pile number 3. What do you need to focus on? What needs your attention? We have the opossum. Diversity and plurality. Diversity. And I'm kind of feeling like this is Spirit wanting you to be open to, you know, trying new things, exploring different things. And then when I'm thinking about the nectar here, the nectar of that little flower there, to me, when I think about nectar, it makes me feel like the sweetness, you know, of life. And we did see a bee earlier. I actually feel like I've never seen this card come out in this while using this deck before. So I'm just going to take a quick peek at what this card is about. Let's see. Okay, so it says the medicine, the elixir, the garden. It says in Hindu mythology, there is a miraculous substance known as Amrit, or nectar, that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar is, or sacred elixir, is the drink of immortality, and like its sister substance, Soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes in a subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflecting in their shimmering eyes. So it's in its light aspect, it says glowing, relaxed, and subtle illumination. That's right. I wanted to clarify this illuminate here. When it's in its shadow or dark energy, it says fixation on fixing, an aggressive approach to healing. So, yeah, let's look at your illuminate card here. I want to clarify that. But this kind of makes me feel like when you kind of slow down and you're present, you know, just this simple act of you picking a flower and smelling, you know, not saying that you need to go out and do this right now, but it's kind of like the nectar of life, the fragrance. It kind of does, and maybe some of you, aromatherapy might be something that helps you to really ground your energy, you know. But to me, picking a flower and smelling all of that beautiful floral, whatever that flower smells like, it's just like it brings you present, right? And it kind of, the same way that aromatherapy works, it kind of, I don't know, I guess it depends on what you're smelling, but I feel like it kind of does something to you. It kind of makes you feel very grounded, very present. But and for sometimes, depending on the smell, especially if it's one that you love, it can kind of really just open up not only the senses, but just kind of make you fully present in the moment. I feel like, let's clarify your illuminate here. But to me, that is a lot of maybe spending time in nature. Okay? Being present instead of this fish energy that's just kind of like all over the place, right? Let's see. What is this illuminate here for pile number 3, Spirit, as their last message? What is this that needs to be illuminated? for pile number 3. The Four of Pentacles. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles energy is, some of you, this could be a need for you to save money. Okay. Be better at saving money. For others of you, it's about not holding on to all your money. Especially if you're someone who hoards, right? Hoards money and is too afraid of spending a little bit, okay, in order to make something bigger out of it, okay? The Four of Pentacles, if you see, he's kind of like hiding behind his pentacle here, okay? To me, this is a need for you to look at how you could be holding back from taking certain risks. I feel like definitely a need for you to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay, pile 3, let's see what else. What else needs to be illuminated? The Ace of Cups. Okay, Ace of Cups. Some of you, there might be some healing. Wow, there's a lot here, but we're going to take it. There could be some healing specifically that you're needing to do surrounding the heart. I want to say throat. Maybe it is the throat for some of you. The throat chakra, the heart chakra. Maybe there's something that you need to express from your heart chakra that will help you to heal and release. And maybe that is tied into, I don't know, I'm getting stability, security. This kind of makes me feel some of you might have an abandonment wound. Okay? Or neglect. There could have been something from childhood surrounding abandonment or neglect. Let's see what else. There's a lot. We've got the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Something that needs to be illuminated. We've got the Ten of Cups. Maybe for some of you this has to do with family. Okay. The Ten of Cups is also about fulfillment. Look at her. She's pointing at a house. The Ten of Cups is a family card. Okay. Now, those of you, let's just say you're wanting to find your life partner. Okay. You're wanting to find your life partner. This may also be a need for you to heal something within yourself so that you can really align your energy to being more open, more receptive to receiving love. Okay. More fully being in control of your power, your energy. I'm also seeing the Two of Swords energy here. And it looks like she's got 2 masks here that she's holding in her hands. The Two of Swords, though, is about a need for us to go within and really trust what our intuition is telling us. Yeah, I'm feeling it, especially with this diversity here. It's like Spirit is wanting you to, I feel like, more or less be comfortable with stepping outside of your comfort zone, but trying new things, doing new things. You know, if you're feeling indecisive about something here, there's a need for you to really just kind of follow your heart. Okay, trust your heart. Allow that to guide you here. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.